What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reverend Guns. Today we are doing a cleaning on a HWM Windicator. It is a 357 38 special revolver, and I'm going to take you through how to take apart and clean it. I like doing revolvers. They're very easy to clean, not much to take apart, and this one's exceptionally easy. So this will be kind of a short video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, right here is the cylinder release. We're going to push that forward, and then I can push the whole cylinder up. So again, I'm going to push it forward, pop it out. Should be no difficulty with it. Now we're going to look inside, make sure there is nothing there. So this pistol is unloaded and ready to clean. So at this point, really, you've got it taken apart. I'm going to go through and spray. I'm going to cock back the hammer a little bit and clean in there as well. And we'll make this sucker look new. So I like to get inside the cylinder, both sides, inside the barrel, both sides, back by where the hammer strikes. Really, you can just kind of do a nice little coat over everything, because we want to get everything nice and saturated. And you can use any type of gun cleaner. Lots of people have different opinions and different preferences, and you know, if it's any type of gun cleaner, is gonna work. Some work better than others. I stick with the basics, and you know, the longer you let it sit, the better it's gonna work. So we're gonna let that sit for a couple minutes while I explain what I got sitting out here. And you just saw me spray my gun cleaner. I have a couple brushes here. One's a soft bristle brush with a little smaller brush on the end, and I've got a tougher bristle brush for those stubborn little spots. I've got a 9mm barrel brush. That's also work on 357 Magnum or the 38 special. I've got my gun oil. I've got a rag for just the gun oil. I don't use it for anything else but oil. Got some Q-tips and some little towelettes here to help clean out the cylinders and the bore. So, or barrel. And of course, I've got a couple little rags here that you want to use to wipe off any excess cleaner and carbon. And I got one that we'll finally polish off everything with. So now that that's kind of sat for a minute, this particular pistol wasn't very dirty. It looked like it had been sitting for a while and not recently fired. So there really isn't much carbon buildup. I myself like to work on the cylinder and the barrel first, kind of get all the interior stuff pushed outside. So what I'll do is I'll take my 9mm and just kind of scrub it through, make sure there's nothing in there. And then I'll also go through the barrel itself, try and get whatever's in there broke free and loose. And it don't take much. Just get some scrubbing in there. between the cleaner and you scrubbing, all that carbon is going to break loose and be ready to be wiped out. Alright, so we're pretty much done with that. Now we can go through anywhere you see. We will go through and scrub off what we can. Get it all around the cylinder. This is where all the combustion happens, or explosion, whatever you want to call it. So most of the grime and carbon and stuff are sitting right here on both sides of the cylinder. I like to get around the little gear part of it too with the smaller end of the brush. Don't want this to not be able to rotate. Get around the end of the barrel. Oh yeah, cleaned up nicely. I'm just kind of getting everywhere I can see. There isn't much to this. It's a quick clean. Make sure I get inside here. I'll go at it with my Lube brush. It's a little stiffer. Not that it really needs it, but can't ever do it too good, right? I don't like using the little brass or metal, steel, wool, or whatever brush. I don't like scratching up the bluing or the metals or anything that could possibly scratch it. Would just make it look ugly, and nobody wants an ugly looking gun unless it's like designed to be ugly, you know, like the Judge or something. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting it all up there. I'm gonna close it for 1 second so I can cock the hammer back and kind of get inside. Anywhere you can possibly get. Release the hammer. You pull back on the hammer. You squeeze the trigger and hold, and then slowly bring the hammer forward while you're holding the trigger, and then let go. That's how you put it back. I'm going to open it up again. And now we're going to swab out the cylinder and the barrel. Alright, so I'm going to take one or two of these little towelettes and stick it into my slotted cleaning rod here. Pull them through. So I got it sticking on there like that, and then I'll shove it through, pull it out, shove it through, pull it out, shove it through, pull it out. That makes 4, that makes 5, that makes 6. And that's kind of dirty, so we're going to do that again. We will try to get this as white as possible. It'll never be pure white. It'll turn into like a light gray, and that's where I like to get it when I'm cleaning with these little towels, because that lets you know you've got any loose particles or anything that's in there out, and it'll prevent up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cylinder. Still kind of dirty. So we'll do that a couple more times. Push through, pull. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it's starting to look kind of gray there. I'm gonna do that one more time just for good measure. I'm grabbing 2 of these little towels at a time because it makes more contact inside the cylinder there, and gets it a nice good scrub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, it's looking pretty gray, so I'm gonna count that as done. And now we're gonna do the barrel itself. Again, I'm doing 2 at a time, just to get some good contact while I'm running this through. Whoop. Alright, I'm gonna go in from this end. That one's kind of black. I honestly don't know if this one's ever been cleaned, but at least it's getting clean now, right? So it'll be good to go next time he wants to go use it. Well, that cleaned up real nicely. We're already gray. not much on here. Alright, so now we'll go through and we'll wipe everything down. Get all this cleaner off. Any gunk or residue we want off of here. You just wipe down everywhere you can. Get the inside real well. Get the cylinder and pin real well. Just try and remove all the crud you can. Close that for 1 second. Allow me to wipe off the trigger guard really easy. Also allow me to wipe off inside the hammer. Dig in there, just kind of clean all that crud out. Again, pull back, squeeze and hold the trigger, bring it forward, and let go. All right, we are now ready for oiling. All right, you wanna, oh, I missed a little spot right there. There we go, that looks good. So open your cylinder again, and I'm only going to lube the rod, just so it has something to grease the wheels and let it spin freely. So I'm going to take my gun oil here. I'm going to press the pin in and just kind of do a simple little wipe around that, and that'll help. There we go. That thing was sticking a little bit. You know what? We'll do a little bit right here too. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. I just kind of want to dig in here one more time. Make sure I really got that out. All right. So, not much involved here with cleaning a revolver. We are going to give it its final wipe down. Nothing wrong with polishing it up. Looking brand new already, like that. Alright. And that is how you clean an HWM Windicator. It's a 357 Magnum 38 special revolver. I also offer online license to carry courses for Texas. If you go to reverendguns.com, it'll walk you through what you got to do, and you can sit out the boring class and just do it online, and then it'll help you find an instructor so you can do the shooting portion. If you guys have any questions, comments, any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks.